Welcome to Comics Rediscovered. If you haven't guessed by the name, I normally do comics on this channel, but I have a friend who sent me his CGC graded Pokemon card. He saw what I was doing with my own comics, cleaning and pressing them before I send them in and getting better grades, so he was curious if I could do it with a Pokemon card. I was pretty curious myself, so here we are. Here's the old case with the grade. It was a 7.5. Here is the new graded comic. Let me open it up and we'll have a look. Okay, here's the box. Before we get in and check out the grade, I'm going to throw up some pictures of basically what he sent me and what I did. So he sent me the card is a 7.5 near mint. This was a Japanese card from the 2017 series. He thought 7.5 was a little bit too low. Something for his personal collection, so he's not looking for resale value, although anytime you get a grade bump in comics, the value of the comic goes up, naturally. I suspect it would be the same for Pokemon cards. The higher the grade, the more rare it is. So he was hoping to upgrade from a 7.5. He was hoping for, I think, at least a grade bump of 8.5 or better, maybe 9. 3 grades is kind of hard to do, but who knows? And this was new for me. I have never cleaned or pressed a Pokemon card. I wasn't sure if it could be done. I tried to search on forums and that, and I couldn't see anywhere that people were pressing their Pokemon cards. So I cracked it open. I'll throw it up. You'll see the video now of me breaking into this. This wasn't easy to get into. With the comic slabs, you can basically jam a screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, into one of the seams and like turn it to kind of crack it open. This one I actually had to chop off the top bit, as you can see in the video. It wasn't easy. I was worried I was going to damage the card doing it, but came apart. Slab just opens up all the way. So I've kept this so that we can compare it against the new card. When I got the card open, I was trying to see what the problems might be, and from what I can remember, there was like a bend in the card, like it was kind of curved a little bit, and then on closer inspection, there was also a dent in the front of the card. Kind of imperceptible until you start moving it in the light. It's a holographic card, so when you hit the light in a certain way, you can definitely see there was a dent. I'll throw up those pictures as well. So, what I did, getting it out of the case, I gave it a dry clean. So I use a book sponge, basically, that you would use for cleaning archived books. Take off any surface dirt. And then I have a cleaning solution that I use for comics, and I use that on the front of the card. I then pressed it in a heat press. That took out the bend and the warp, but it still had that dent. So I had to put a little bit of vapor moisture, like a heat, like steam, against it for like a fraction of a second, just to loosen it a little bit. And then I hit it with a tack iron over that dent to see if I could get that dent out. So hard, flat surface on the back, and just the tack iron over the dent a few times, with the paper on top. And it seemed to take out the dent. I hit it with the cleaning solution again, because anytime you have a dent or a divot or a bend or fold or something like that, you're going to get dirt accumulating in that spot. So I gave it another clean, into the press again, and then off to CGC. So I'm going to try and not look at the grade here. This is invoice. So if you haven't sent to CGC, it comes back in kind of this. I wasn't sure how it would come back. The comics come back like this as well. That's a nice way of sending it, nice way of shipping it. It seems secure. Okay, it's not correct. Where's the grade on these things? Same as the comics. All right, so here we go. Here's the card. Ooh. I gotta try and get some good light here. Here's the card. So we had a 7.5. Ooh. Is pressing and cleaning a Pokemon card worth it? Is there any grade bump to be had? 9. Yes, sir. There you go. 9. So there's the original, the 7.5. There's the 9. Boom. There you go. There's the holographic stuff. Awesome. So the problem here, when I crack this open, right, they all have ID numbers, so you can look up the card. Comes with the card's information, but there was no grader's notes, so I had no idea, which is why I had to look over it pretty carefully. It's dusty and dirty, but it doesn't seem to be scratched. Dusty and dirty. All right. So I'll get an overhead shot so you can kind of see what I'm looking at. What do we got here? So all the info there is the same. The label looks like it's changed a little bit. There's a bit more of a gradient. Yeah, all the info is the same, except we've got a 9 mint. And for sure that dent is gone. I don't see the dent anymore where I was seeing it before. There you go. Pressing a Pokemon card works. Well, cleaning and pressing a Pokemon card works. Speaks for itself. We've got a 9 where we had a 7.5. I don't know what that means for price. I'm not into Pokemon cards, but there you go. There you have it. Leave that comment below. Let me know. 1, do you collect Pokemon cards? Have you ever sent it in for grading? And what do you think of the idea of cracking this open, pressing it? Is it worth it to get that grade bump? So 7.5 to 9 is 3 grades, I believe, based on the CGC scale for their Pokemon cards. 7.5 to 8, 8 to 8.5, 8.5 to 9. 3 full grade bump for this card. Like the video if you got something out of this. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more stuff. I've got a whole bunch of comic unboxings, and I did a comparison between CGC, CBCS, and PGX. Comparing all their services for comic books, what they do as far as submission process, their slabs, their grading, customer service, everything. So check that out, and thanks for watching.